Hey guys, this is Eat Dat Caps 445, and I'm going to talk to you about Twins baseball. It is March 31st, 2012, just about ready to get going into the regular season, and I'm excited. I really think, obviously Minnesota Twins fan. That's all I'm going to talk about on this channel, just the Minnesota Twins. I hate all the other teams. I just hate them all. Can't stand any of them. They're all awful. And the Twins are also awful, but they're gonna be better this year. So I just wanted to just sort of my quick thoughts, just to sort of preview the beginning of the regular season. So I wanted to talk about the starting rotation first. On April 6th, opening day for the Twins, we have Carl Pavano starting against the Orioles. I mean, I don't know. Should be okay. Should be just fine. I don't know. I don't know what I'm expecting out of the opening series here against the Orioles, but the Orioles aren't that good. But I don't know. I think we'll win more games than them this year. It'll be easier to discuss this stuff in depth when I actually start watching some games. I haven't been watching too much spring training. I've been following the stats and everything, but I don't have any stats here to talk about. But I will be following all the regular season games. And I will be talking about them every weekend, hopefully, as long as I don't, get too depressed from all the losses. But I really do think it is going to be a bounce back year. It's not going to be nearly as bad as last year. We're not going to lose almost 100 games. I think we're going to be over 500. I don't necessarily think we'll contend for the division title, but who knows? Maybe the Tigers will be, awful. Everyone thinks the Royals are going to be good this year. I don't see it. I don't. I guess truth be told, I don't know much of the Royals roster, but I just don't see how they can go from being one of the worst teams to being one of the better teams in the division in just 1 year. That being said, I'm also predicting the Twins to win 85 games this year. So, well, so much for that. So then we have April 7th, Francisco Liriano. Also making the second start against the Orioles. And then we have on April 8th, Liam Hendriks, the Australian, making the third start of the year. Now, Hendriks is replacing, I don't know if he's replacing Scott Baker, but Scott Baker will not make the opening couple series. I think he's landed on the DL as of now. I don't have the article, but I saw one earlier that said he was on the DL. Then we start a series at home against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Nick Blackburn is pitching, so fans, unless you like losses, you could just probably stay home for that one. Angels going to be dangerous this year. Then again, Twins aren't going to be that good, so not too much of a threat when it comes playoffs, because I don't think the Twins will even make the playoffs. So it's not like we're going to get knocked out in the first round by the Angels. So I'm not too concerned about how good they're going to be. Whatever. So that's the starting rotation for now. Marquis going through something with his daughter right now, and Baker's obviously on the DL. So I don't know if Hendricks will be a starter when it comes around to that, but one notable is that Brian Dunsing now obviously in the bullpen. If you follow baseball, Twins baseball at all, you already know that. Other notable pitchers that seem to be making the roster at this point, we have obviously Matt Capps closing. We'll see how that goes. Dunsing I mentioned. Jeff Gray, I like this guy. I've watched him pitch a couple times this spring. It looks like he's got some good stuff. He had a very good spring. Matt Maloney also had an excellent spring. I'm a big Maloney fan now. After this spring, I've even got my own little pet name for him, but I'm not going to share that because that's whatever. Glenn Perkins, love Glenn Perkins, great pitcher, great setup guy. Speaking of setup guys, we still have Alex Burnett on the roster. I'm not sure if he's going to be a setup guy, but I just hope he doesn't pitch all that much this year. And of course, Anthony Swarzak rounding out the bullpen, going to be the spot starter and the long reliever. Makes me happy. I like Anthony Swarzak. I like him a lot more than it seems like everybody else does, because of that one hitter against the Angels last year, and he had that other start against the Angels not a start actually. Baker started that game against the Angels last year, but Swarzak came in relief and did a very good job. I believe he no-hit them actually. So well, I don't know. More roster stuff. Catchers, we have Ryan Domet and Joe Mauer, Gardenhire and Terry Ryan choosing to go with 2 catchers this year on the roster, which I like because Drew Butera is awful. And he's only going to AAA. I was thinking maybe they should send him to like single A or, like back to college or, high school or maybe even the Little League to work on his hitting. Also, we have Mauer, who I think is I think he's back. I'm excited to see Mauer this year. He looks healthy and he looked healthy in spring, and he's hitting the ball well and taking walks, RBIs, everything. And I feel the same way also about Justin Morneau, who looks like he's going to be the DH. He wasn't hitting all that well to start out the spring, but I think he may have just come in a bit not ready to start taking batting practice, or not batting practice, but taking at bats. But he looks better now. And, of course, we have Chris Parmelee, who I'm a huge fan of at first base. Luke Hughes on the roster, Casilla, Carroll, and, of course, Danny Valencia playing third. Nishioka has also been sent down to the minors along with Butera, so that's good. On the outfield, of course, we have Ben Revere, Denard Span, Josh Willingham, and Trevor Plouffe is supposedly going to be playing in the outfield this year. Like, really? We couldn't find anyone better than Trevor Plouffe? I mean, I don't know. I guess I could complain about the rest of the guys in our rotation, but our pitching isn't going to be great. But Trevor Plouffe. Well, anyway, that's all I really have to say about the spring. I liked what we did this year in spring. Obviously, spring not quite over yet. We still got like 3 games left or something. But we put a lot of runs up on the board in many of our games. And I like the way our offense is looking. I like how they're seeing the ball. I like how they're making contact and they're getting hits and they're drawing walks and everything that's good. Like I said, I haven't watched a whole lot of spring games, but I know sort of what's going on. So I guess I could make an opening week prediction, and I could say that we're gonna beat the Orioles on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I think it's going to be a 3-game sweep of the Orioles to start out the Major League season, and I'm very excited to get it going. So until next time, go Twins, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you continue to watch. Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. No one's even going to see this video because it's my first video, and no, obviously nobody's subscribed yet. But I don't know, maybe bored people will come back and look at this someday in the future and be like, oh, look at this guy predicting a 3-game sweep of the World Series champion Baltimore Orioles. Have a good one.